YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Empire campaign, and I've already met the campaign conditions for both a long victory, or a short and a long victory. So why am I still playing this? Well, it's because there's some achievements that I want to get. So for me to feel like we got the victory, there's some remaining achievements that I want to unlock that need to be done in the Empire campaign. Not to say that I'll never play another Empire campaign, and I could just leave these for that, but I think it would be fun. So I need to construct the Great Temple of Ulrich at Middenheim. Let's see if I'm on the way to doing that. So let's go to Middenheim. So we have a spot open. That's the Cathedral of Sigmar. Right here is the Great Temple of Ulrich. So 6 turns now is all we have to do to get that. A few mild impalings a month's free. Construct the tournament grounds at Coron. And I think we just raised that place. We did, so we'll have to resettle it. I've got a lord out here who can help me resettle that, but Gorcel is still at pretty large risk of being hit by the Varg. So that could be troublesome. I lost an army over here in Bretonnia. I've got Balthasar Gelt kind of waiting in the wings here, ready to head up there to Bretonnia and to remind them why they stink, why they're peasants, and then I'm going to pound them. The Dwarfs basically helped me get rid of the guys here, but they also don't want anything to do with me. I gave them a big gift to try and calm them down, I think. At least I think I did. So let's go take a look at the Dwarfs. Yeah, they're feeling a little better towards me now. Got a trade forecast with them. Yeah, the gift's given to Dwarfs. It's neutral and improving, so that's good. We've got a trade with them. We've kind of calmed these guys down a little bit. These guys still like me enough, so I don't want a war with the Dwarfs right now. Did they finally beat the Greenskins? Or I think they did, because they kept asking me to join their war against the Greenskins. Yeah, they finally beat the Greenskins. So let's see, what other quest? We need to build the wine market at Bordelot. So there, and the port of Marienburg still got to be going. The port of Erengrad. The Vampire Keep's not this one, neither is that, neither is the Hordes, the Boss Camp. So we're getting there. 4 corners of the world. Occupy Fort Stragoff. Lioness. Lucini. So we could possibly get that one. This one we could get too. Let's see, playing as the vampires, besiege and sack the cursed city of Prague. I guess we could probably get that one as well. Where is that at? Let's see if we show the settlements. Estalia, I don't even know where that's at. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to find it. I have no idea where it's at. Right here. So it would have to be occupied, which it is not currently, so I can't complete that one. I don't know, there's a bunch of different stuff we can do, and I want to work on it. We constructed the thing for the Knights Panther. I think I need to just end a turn here. We can issue a commandment here in Wissenland. I'm going to do the one that gives me some growth. And then we can do a skill point on this Archlector. And I'm thinking I'm going to make him good with Honest Steel to start off with, so that we can give him a cheap army if necessary. And let's keep moving. That scaling army worries me a little bit. The Dwarfs are my friends, so I'm not too worried about them passing through my lands at this point. They're probably just going to be at war with scaling. In fact, I could probably give some war coordination targets to see what we can accomplish. We've got to get Balthasar healed up enough to come in and defeat Bretonnia. That could be problematic. Let's see. Early grave. Okay, that's not the big problem.
Yes, my lord. I will marshal.
I've got this army here, but if I leave this place, it's going to be under pretty big threat. I've got an Empire captain there now. I don't know if I could hold out against a whole stack of scaling garbage. But this army could be really helpful down here, down in the Bretonnia area, so I'm actually going to start walking it that way. And let's take this lord, drop him down here, and then he should be able to help defend up here well enough. We'll be okay. At Erengrad, We still got to get to the high enough tier on the castle, so I'm going to build up this farm here to help me get to that point. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot more money there at the moment. Looks like Tylea is taking a pounding from the Dwarfs. We could come down here and settle some of this stuff. Akendorf would be free to be settled. This whole province would be free to be settled. I'm going to go ahead and recruit a lord here. I can get another archlector just for fun. This guy's got some pretty good stuff there. Let's recruit him. I'm going to bring him down to start resettling some of this stuff. And with Franz, I'm going to come out of the encampment. And I'm going to go into a speed march here. Am I at war with these guys? Can't tell. I mean, I think I am because it shows this sword with them. So yeah, we probably need to come give them a face pounding first. And then we'll move on to other targets. I'm pretty sure I'm at war with them. So let's check the diplomacy. Yeah, we are. So let's force them to surrender. I don't know why I did that. So yeah, let's get out of here. Maybe they want a peace treaty already. Let's see. Nope. They need to be humbled a little bit first. And I can definitely give them a humbling. Montfort, we lost. We're under siege again over here, but these guys do not have the army necessary to siege me, so I'm going to defeat them with my garrison. And on the next turn, I'm going to move Balthasar into Bretonnian lands. We should be more than capable of whacking those guys. Let's go with the salt production. Salt production? That's perfect. Salt for Patchy. A lot of people are always saying I'm salty, so there you go. Let's see, this lord, again, on a steel probably wouldn't be a bad one to pick, because we can just get cheap units like these spears and halberds and other stuff. It's going to give him a nice boost. Oh, I need to give the Dwarfs and other people an attack on Skaeling and Varg, so we can put pressure on them. I've got an army in Fyldorf with Patchy that we could use to push on Karak if I wanted to focus elsewhere with Franz, which is probably a good idea. Gorsel is going to be attacked, and it's got really no garrison here. This is unfortunate. There's literally nothing I can do about that. I can bring an army back down there, though, and we'll be able to try and right that wrong. Siege, settlement sacked, raiding in the wasteland, got it. Troll country. This big army is raiding in Troll Country. I've got 2 steam tanks. They have a heck of a lot of Marauder horsemen. But, honestly, I mean, my 2 steam tanks can probably take these guys. I don't know what all their units are here. All I've got is global recruitment available to me. If I get a couple more crossbows and a couple more cheap spears, this army will be able to take those guys out, no problem. Let's force march down here a little faster. Try and put an end to that nonsense. Balthasar is in good shape now, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring his army up here and start pounding some heads.
I'll ignore that.
The guy ran off, so I'm gonna take Montfort back. And we're gonna occupy it, and I'm gonna see if we can kill some of these. Bretonnian forces here. They're not giving me the kind of chances I would like here, so I'll wait. Those guys aren't going to be able to very easily siege me. Got that army moving in. We got Patchy, the Saltbringer here, but he's replenishing because he had to settle something, it looks like. We can bring this guy down and get ready to settle Akendorf on the next turn, which is going to take some money.
I am Prince and Emperor.
I'm going to let Patchy take out Karak and humble them. I'm going to actually push down here to help finish off Tylea. I want them gone, but it looks like the Dwarfs are going to beat me to that. The Dwarfs are pretty sick of them, apparently. Speaking of, let's take a look at the Dwarfs. We're still improving our relationship with them, which is great.
Talk at me in your crude
These guys still don't want to trade with me, which is annoying. Let's see who all we can give a war coordination target with. They have military access.
Greetings, honorable ally.
There's no kind of alliance with them, though, so I can't set any war coordination targets. Can't do it with them either.
Honor to your ancestors.
It's unfortunate. So there's no one I can coordinate against the Varg or Skaeling at the moment, and if I know my Kislev right, they're not going to cooperate.
So?
Okay. Marienburg will be safe for now. I don't have the money to repair that stuff anyway, and then the Varg or the Skaeling are just going to tear it down anyway. Balthasar gains his last set of skill points here. We've made him good at Mighty Forge. We could do Brass Lung, which would be kind of cool. Lightning Strike enables battles when reinforced. Oh, so this could keep him from getting hit by reinforcements. Now that could be pretty handy, actually. I think I'm going to put his last skills right there. So Balthasar now has the Lightning Strike capability. Okay. Baston, okay, we own this thing again, so I'm going to put the growth. And then we've got this Warrior Priest 2 ranks up. Giving him Hammer of Sigmar. It'd be good to get to that tenacity. So Faith's Bastion here is a damage resistance ward save. Let's give him that. And now we can end the turn. I really like the Empire. They're just a fun campaign. They have a little bit harder position on the campaign map, which makes it interesting. But they also have really cool units and lots of different variety of units. The other thing that would be really cool in Warhammer is if Creative Assembly could spend some time, first of all, getting the roster completely done for Bretonnia, but then if they could diversify, like Tylea, Kislev, some of these other factions, that would be really cool. Gorsel's going to get raised. This is not entirely surprising. The Varg are going to do this because my army's nearby, and they're going to want to, yeah, they're going to want to be a bunch of poo brains and then run off. Yeah, that siege isn't going to work, buddy. They're just trying to keep me from recruiting more troops. So let's teach these filthy Norskins their place in the world, which is at the very, very bottom of the totem pole.
Of course.
These guys are going to flee out to the water, unfortunately. But I'll pin them in here. Or at least try to. Got Gorsel. I'm going to go ahead and recruit a new lord here so that we can Archlector with a maimed leg. Easily trap. Let's go with this guy.
This will bolster the
we're going to go resettle Gorsel. I need to use my money to settle Ackendorf.
Ordered to serve.
Okay. And Karl Franz.
Step to it.
Yeah, the Dwarfs are gonna beat me to. It's gonna beat me to the punch here when it comes to killing Tylea. So I almost wonder if I shouldn't just transfer Franz over to the war against Bretonnia, but it's gonna be an interesting march to get back there. So Balthasar is free. It's quite possible that Montfort is going to get wrecked because I'm gonna leave it open. Well, I say that. This got 9 turns of supplies remaining, so. But they're building siege engines. Who do we got? The Architect and Alberic. Wow, look at all those agents we have the potential to kill.
I must keep my holy vow. No.
I think that would be worth it over here to come and engage these guys, because if we kill all these agents right here, it takes them off the campaign map too. So.
I am the supreme patriarch.
Yes, you are. Ah, they're gonna run. What a bunch of cowards.
Will.
Bunch of cowards.
Ready. No
I can't reach them, so they're gonna get away from me. And Montfort's probably gonna fall, but if they go after Montfort and try to do this other stuff, I'm gonna come like raise some more of their settlements and teach them a lesson in that respect. So have a little bit of money left. I'm gonna probably just save it. We do need to kick the siege off up here with the Varg. I'm not going to let them continue to siege me because I want to be able to train these units. Hey, you got enough chariots? Just wondering. Marauder horsemen and chariots seem a little bit extreme there. I've got plenty of crossbows and stuff like that, though, so this ought to be a pretty easy fight. It's saying they have good chances, but they do not. My 2 steam tanks are going to put a serious wrecking on their units. This is ridiculous. Horse spam and chariot spam. So this hill right here is going to be where we want to take up arms. Actually, it's not, because my guys are coming in from over here, so this hill would be the appropriate place. These guys have shields, so they're going to do better up front. Let's put our halberds in the back. These guys here. A warrior priest is going to be relatively vulnerable to missiles, so I don't want him in the front line either. 2 steam tanks. Let's go ahead and put them over here and let them open fire on this crap immediately. Okay, and my reinforcements are going to start rolling in. Come on, reinforcements. Hopefully it's more spearmen with shields. Swordsmen could be better. They're shielded. As long as they're shielded, because we're going to have a lot of axes being thrown at us here. Okay, just head on up, boys. Good. Steam tanks have opened fire. Gonna bring up my reinforcements. Let's protect our guys back here. We just need to ride out their missile storm and return fire with the crossbows. It's gonna be the key here. And I need to get my reinforcements up here as quickly as possible so they don't get singled out. I'm gonna go off fire at will, guard mode, and I'm gonna start targeting. I'm going to switch my target to their Marauder Horsemen. So I want these guys off the battlefield. Can I catch these guys? No. Drove those guys off. No, don't go into melee. Attack them. I might have to go into melee with the chariots. There's a lot of chariots on the way. I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm actually going to have to potentially form a little line up here because there's so many chariots headed my way. Let's get these crossbows pulled up here, because I got a crap load of chariots headed right towards me. We've gotten rid of 1 Marauder Horseman there. Go ahead and change our target there. These steam tanks are going to be my defense against the Marauder Horsemen. I'm going to move them back into a defensive position on my crossbows. I'm trying to get braced in front of these chariots here. What are you doing? Get over here. Their chariots are absolute idiots for not coming after this unit here. So I'm going to have to set up a little defensive scenario there. Let's target more of these Marauder Horsemen. I'm going to kind of pull these spearmen back to where their shields will give them better positioning here. Let's take these guys out. Okay, let's start taking out Marauder Horsemen. Alright. Let's kill this Marauder Horseman that's closer to me first. Their Marauder Horsemen will get through my halberds because they don't have shields, so I'm going to actually focus my crossbow fire here again. I'm going to focus tank fire over here. Alright, my crossbows are doing a pretty good number on these units. The more the Marauder Horsemen they kill, the better, because their throwing axes will do extreme damage if they get to use them all. So killing them will take those away. My guys with shields do okay over here. Guys without shields, not so much. Keep these guys away from me here, actually. Get them away from me. I don't want them to bum rush my crossbows. Okay, we've driven off a lot of their Marauder Horsemen. Their chariots will never be able to kill my steam tanks. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Okay, if their lord does attack my infantry over here, I'll send one of my guys over. That's not good. Piercing bolts of burning there, but that's alright. We survived it because it's not any good. Let's kill some of these chariots. Killing more marauder horsemen up here. Okay, great. We've wrecked a ton of marauder horsemen. So I'll let my crossbow open fire on their chariots now. The AI is scared to charge me for some reason, which is funny because their chariots would be able to pull through for the most part. Steam tanks are racking up kills here too, as are my crossbows. Let's fire at their wizard. Okay, I gotta keep these horsemen away from my chariots, or from my crossbows. Okay, I'm gonna stop firing at their wizard and just engage him with my lord. He's dropping a piercing bolts of burning on me again over here. Let's pull back. No, 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 just these two pull back. Let's come in on the chariots. Alright, so we've got their lord pinned in. Got the chariots. Wow, their chariots are doing way more damage to my tank than I would have imagined here. I'm gonna try and swamp their chariots. Okay, so the chariots ran off. Let's give them another beating. How is my tank getting killed by chariots? These guys have armor piercing? They're anti-infantry. I don't really understand what's happening. Oh, it's the marauder horsemen. We can fix that. They're anti-armor axes. Okay, get over here. Just focus on the chariots. Let's get rid of some of these guys. Kill their lord. Forget the rest of that nonsense. You all can come over here because there's no more threats over here. Let's get rid of these guys again. Okay, my steam tanks are healthy. And as expected, we were able to pull this off. Let's chase down their lord, make sure he dies. Alright, so yeah, the terrible Varg spam there wasn't capable of getting the job done, as I suspected. Their chariot marauder horseman spam. Now, I think that had the AI know how to use it properly, I actually could have been in some degree of danger there. But my steam tanks, like I said, were big saving grace. Taught that filthy Norskin a lesson. Wolfric, if that is your real name. Wow, slows down my replenishment rate, but I could pick up a bunch of money off these guys too. I hate that it slows down the replenishment rate. That's such a bunch of horse crap. How would looting them slow down your replenishment? Okay, that lord just picked up a nice weapon there too. I'm mustering troops, or else I would be able to chase him down, but it'd probably still cheat me if I tried to chase him down. But whatever, we got the job done there. So, I think we're in good shape. Let's go ahead and end the turn. We need to start hammering away at Bretonnia. Their armies are kind of dancing around me, but I need to just start raising their lands, and it'll take away their ability to fight. I knew they were going to do this. They're going to double back on Montfort. Bretonnia's going to play the runaway game at this point, so I think what I'm going to do is actually double back to Montfort, defeat this army and their settlement nearby, and let my big castle continue to let them be busied, because they can't siege it successfully. They're not going to succeed. Yeah, you can see what they're doing. They're just running around me at this point, so it's time to put the pain on them for that kind of stuff. Tylea is about to get creamed. Okay, these guys are doubling back into my infantry. We got a speed plus 15 here. Let's put that on my lord. Should I put it on my lord, or... No, let's put it on one of my Empire Knights. It's giving these guys huge chances of defeating me, and they might. I don't have a lot of infantry, but I've got a steam tank and quite a lot of cavalry and a decent lord. So let's see how we can do. Am I on force march? I don't think I'm on force march. I think I went off force march, so I shouldn't start tired. If I can just keep my Empire Knights from getting torn up by their their throwing axe guys, then I have a pretty solid chance of wrecking these guys. I'm going to need to pick the right terrain here too, though. I'm thinking this terrain right here. The trees will give my infantry cover from their throwing axes, and a little bit of cover from their chariots as well. So let's do that. Got these 3 crossbows.
Miles at the ready. The Empire endures. Waiting orders.
Okay, Empire Knights. These guys are gonna be able to dish out quite a lot of beating.
By Ulrich's
Okay, I'm gonna use the woods right here.
ready. Taking position. Yes, General.
Like I said, so the key here is just gonna be to not let their throwing axes be used to good effect. I'm gonna spread my spears pretty wide here.
Quick march, sir. Formation. Wise counsel.
Okay, got my lord ready.
Yes, Lord.
What kind of stuff does he have? Potion of Strength, sweet. Mace of the Hellstorm. Hellstrom? Yeah. Got some decent stuff. Not all my units are going to be hidden. That's fine.
No lingering. Ready.
I'm actually going to take my steam tank right out here to the front of the woods. Let it fire. I'm going to target... Thinking about targeting their Chaos Trolls. In fact, if I can use my steam tank to slow down their Chaos Trolls, I can kill them with my crossbows relatively quick. Again, I've got to keep my Empire Knights safe from all their skirmish cavalry.
Awaiting orders. Black powder blessed.
Yeah, we hit the trolls with a shot there, so that's good. Okay, we're about to be able to wreck these throwing axe guys. Crossbows should rip these guys apart pretty quickly. But I'm taking a lot of damage from their throwing axes as well. But these guys aren't going to last long in this kind of fight. I've got to protect my flank over here, so I'm going to cut off these chariots. Okay, we've got one of the trolls wavering already. Okay, where's my lord? Let's get you out here to help my steam tank. Oh, this is bad over here. I've got to use my crossbows to help out my Empire Knights. I can't just sit here and eat it from these throwing axes. Okay, you into those chariots. You over here. We gotta stop these guys. Back up. I need more knights over on this flank to stop those chariots. Steam tank up there. My lord got caught here. Let's use this extra armor piercing. Steam tank is caught up in combat right now and needs some help. We push those chariots. Let's go send some help in the form of cavalry over. Catch these chariots, pull these guys back. Let's get into these chariots here. Let's try and come help my steam tanks a little bit. Their lord's about to eat it. Get him off the battlefield. It's going to be a big win. Let's get out here and kill more chariots. Get rid of these throwing axes. Get rid of those guys. Wow, my Empire Knights got absolutely wrecked over here by Marauder Horsemen. I'm trying to kill their lord. I've darn near done it. I'm going to see if I can pull through here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. My Empire Knights got wrecked by all the skirmish cav over here. And I'm not getting a lot of damage done with them, like I need to be. Let's run down some more of their chariots. Crossbows ran those guys off once and for all. Stupid chariots, man. Empire Knights are trying to take down a bunch of these guys. Steam tank did a lot of damage, but it got wrecked. I need to get my lord out of this fight and into the trolls and stuff back here. Okay, Empire Knights are putting a pretty decent wrecking on these guys over here. Kill the stupid chariots. I've had enough of this. Chariots just rolling around through my spears like they're not even there. Alright, let's take out these Chaos Trolls. Get a good counter charge here, and we should be able to shut them up. Okay. My lord does have a potion of toughness, or a potion of strength. Let's use it. And let's send these Empire Knights to support my lord. I'm gonna charge in over here on these guys. If we can get rid of these chariots, my crossbows will be free. Let's try and put some damage down on these chariots. Okay, my Empire Knights are finally rolling in over here. My lord's got these guys wavering. Those those Marauder horsemen back there are a problem, but I gotta get these giants, or these, swing these guys over into this fight. Let my lord finish this one off. Those chariots defeated my spears. They're just unstoppable at the moment. Here comes more Chaos Warhounds with poison. Got a nice rear charge there that cleaned up a lot of this Chaos Infantry. Did their lord come back from routing? I don't see him anywhere. I am in unfortunately bad shape at the moment, though, because most of my Empire Knights are dying. My lord has 45 kills. I feel like I could have used my steam tank better in this battle. Let's kill these Marauder horsemen. Let's try and get away alive with a couple of my crossbows, even if just briefly. The chariots, though, can just, like, pull through me so bad. Please. Come on, Empire Knights. Beast it out for Sigmar. All my Empire Knights are dying. My lord has put up a substantial fight over here, but their guys just keep coming back from routing, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past this or not. I can't seem to get rid of their chariots once and for all either. They just keep coming back as well. Empire Knights are dying. My lord's getting singled out. Come on, buddy. You got this. I believe. I don't believe much, but I believe. Yeah, I can't get these crossbows free of this combat. I'm gonna try and get these spears over here. Like I said, their chariots just keep coming back from routing. Here comes their warhounds too. Look at these stupid chariots. Coming straight for my crossbows, just like they should. My lord, though, is getting a lot of kills. It's going to be a matter of how much of this he can route over here. If I can get him free, we can get some damage done. But all these units just keep returning back to combat. He's got a lot of them on the run, though, so we'll see. All the rest of my units pretty much just ate it, though. Come on, Empire Knights, don't rout. Get in there. Get in there. Do some damage to that chariot. That's what I'm talking about. Let's damage this other chariot. Dang it, these Marauder horsemen still have ammo left, so let's try and get out of here and get into this chariot. Oh good, they're going to come into melee with me. That was a mistake. The return of this cavalry unit over here may be saving grace. Nope, it just routed. Come on, buddy. Tank this out. I insist you tank this out. Boris the Indestructible. You will live up to your name, Boris. You will live up to your name. He's got 106 kills. Okay, let's take out this chariot. He should stop them dead. What do we got back here? I got a couple of crossbows. Alright, Boris routed another chariot, and the odds are turning in his favor. Sweet. Boris the Indestructible, folks. Boris the Indestructible. Did he live up to his name, or what? I want to smash this chariot. I want the pleasure of seeing it drop to the ground. Get him, Boris. Knock this piece of crap. That's right. Dang wieners. That was quite the performance from Boris there. He tanked out a significant amount of damage, even more than my steam tank did. Didn't get a lot done with some of my cavalry, so that was a mistake. Others got quite a few chariot kills. Looks like quite a few of my cavalry survived, but the steam tank is gone. I think everything else survived, so we need to re-recruit the steam tank into that army. We can do that. Let's just go ahead and get the leadership buff. Wow, we've got lots of issues with these Norskin raiders at the moment. We need to get our income up so that we can really fight back properly against these guys. They've got another stack up here that's saying that they're going to be able to defeat me, and they might. My guys are pretty damaged. I still have 2 steam tanks, though, and a pretty significant garrison force, so I actually feel like that we can win this one. I'll win it on the next one. So I'm going to decline that attack, so we're going to have to do that. And we're going to have to send someone up to start destroying all the settlements for Varg and Skaeling, because these guys right now, you can see they're just pumping guys down into my lands with relatively no resistance, which is not going to be acceptable. I'm going to send Patchy up here to bring HeirofCarthage to its knees so that we can force a peace treaty on them. The Dwarfs have that covered, so I'm actually thinking about heading down here and taking away this province from Tylea, which will be on force march, so should be able to get down there relatively quick with Franz. And then in terms of Balthasar, we've got lots of Bretonnians to chase. A bunch of them doubled back this way. I'm going to actually come back. I'm going to punt these guys out of Montfort once again. And we're going to nail Paravon back here so they don't have any place to muster their troops behind me. And then we should be able to start putting a beating on these guys. We're going to move this guy over here to resettle Grossel.
Yes, my lord.
I don't know that we can defeat what's left of this. So, the question is going to be what to do here. They're going to get... Their lord is not dead, so this might be a good time to kill them, honestly. No, it's not going to give me the advantage here, which is irritating. I'm not sure I have an advantage there, to be honest.
I will marshal the men.
I'm going to move down here where I get this guy as a reinforcement.
To battle.
And we'll get a little bit of replenishment done. So that's all the time I have for this episode. I will see you all back on the next one. Patchy should be able to destroy HeirofCarthage, sending a message to those rebellious dwarfs. Akendorf has been settled. Karl Franz is going to be down here to wipe out the last remaining Tyleans. Should Estalia get fresh with me, we should be able to deal with them as well. And then Bretonnia is playing a little bit of cat and mouse at the moment, but I'm going to just start pounding their face in. So if they want to try and siege Castelbaston, they can. They're not going to bank it, and it's going to take them like 10 turns. So I'm going to destroy Paravon, resettle Montfort, and then I'm going to come down here to Aquitaine and Bordelot and just start wrapping up Bretonnia, basically. So that's the plan for next time. I'll see you there. We should only be 2 turns away from getting the Middenheim Great Temple of Ulrich as well, so we'll have another one of those key achievements, and then the same thing at Marienburg when we can finally build up this settlement to its highest level, and then the port at Ehrengrad is going to be the same thing, so we'll have to defend Ehrengrad. See you then.